No, I haven't.
The one I'm
Have
scared to
you?
try. I'm about to though.
You think it's gonna be hot?
It sounds weird.
I was scared it's gonna be spicy.
Hmm.
I'm excited about the grape cream cake and saving that one. I already tried it, but I know it's fucking good.
Yeah, I'm about to try the chili verde.
Let me know if it's good.
Oops.
I like the cake one.
Yeah. I'm gonna put up a YouTube video too. Oh, dude, I cannot open this fucking package. Holy shit.
I'm just now looking on the packaging. Does it say if it's indica or
I don't know.
sativa? I can't see it.
Oh, I asked all of them to specifically be indica, so.
Oh, really? Fuck yeah. Okay. It's just not saying it. I just wanted, I don't know, I was curious. THC is 81, not too bad.
The
Yeah.
wasn't that bad.
Pretty good?
Yeah, it tastes like an old card I had first.
Hmm.
What do I want to watch?
Welcome to the WAN Show, everybody. We got lots of topic here for you today. Luke, house robots are almost here. That's
Yeah, I don't want to watch Wayne Show right now. I figure out what I want to watch, dude.
Dude, it's been hard. I don't know. I'm watching this Tuca and Birdie.
Hello, everyone. As you may know, Mythbusters
We
probably
should
the
put on Barry
biggest
together.
influence on the Slow Guys channel. I'm very happy to be in the Tested Cave.
All right, I'm gonna.
This is your first visit to the cave.
It is. We've worked together a few times.
I'm sorry that it has been.
I'm gonna get those
so hard to
sponges.
get you here.
No problem at all. I'm happy to be in here. So I thought we would just chat a little bit about slow-mo and Mythbusters, because you've been doing slow-mo longer than I have.
You know, it was so funny in the early days. It didn't even, for the pilots, we never even thought about a slow motion camera. It was.
I'm sure there's a ship over there too.
July of
Oh, maybe. I'm gonna bring some doors. Actually, good idea, Alex.
When they showed up to shoot the first season, we had this ancient high-speed camera. I was telling you yesterday, we were on a shoot a couple days ago in hot weather.
Yeah.
And I was saying,
You bring some doors so you can breathe underwater.
like 40 minutes.
Oh, let me bring a boat too.
I thought that was a myth.
Even if it's
No.
a tiny little.
You couldn't adjust the size of the shot. It was either like it was pre, middle, or post trigger, and it grabbed what it grabbed. 2 seconds at 1,000 frames, something like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, it would. Waiting on high speed was the repeated.
Did I tell you I had people asking if we had costumes yesterday?
I've been the cause of being on high speed quite a lot in my career.
I got asked 3 times. No shit. Like, the whole month I've never been asked that, but very last minute you had to.
Huh.
Spirit Halloween is there for a reason. It's open.
Dude, what the
It's open.
fuck?
Alright, that's basically
Sorry.
it again.
I'm trying to find the fucking
The first Iron Man movie, there were camera details
sponges.
on the robot arm.
Yeah.
It's actually a very early Phantom.
I didn't realize
It's
that.
not plugged in.
Oh, I found some. Nice.
The back just bare, but it was like the first time I was like, oh, I know what that camera is in that film.
Apparently, that.
Yeah,
If
I
you
got it.
can't find them over there, aren't they in like coral reefs as well?
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just minding them up right now, babe.
Damn.
What's going on, Brian, over on YouTube?
So I feel like when I started my channel in 2010, I the Mythbusters approach was the approach to this channel. This is how it should be done. I didn't really read into it. I just based on my watching it. The values I took from Mythbusters.
In the city.
Hey, thanks for the YouTube sub. I need to turn that noise down.
We had this wonderful producer Alice who did this sort of 4-level chart, and it was like 3-level chart. It was like pre-experiment, during experiment, post-experiment. What do you think's going to happen? What has happened up till now? What is
Man, this monument is huge.
What is happening right now? How's it going? What's the worst thing? What's the best thing? What's upsetting you or whatever? And then what happened?
I don't know if I've ever properly explored a monument.
I think one of our all-time greatest high-speed episodes was the Bullet Drop versus Fire, and that was one in which
Dude, I'm getting lost.
Van Topster was the one who insisted we need.
Is there a lot?
It's pretty confusing.
This was like a really important linchpin of my evolution as a producer, because he was trying to get that shot. And when we finally got it, it was around 2 p.m. But Jamie and I shot pieces to camera for another 3 hours, because Alice really wanted to make sure the edit team, anything they wanted to cut, had been talked about and addressed by both of us before, during, and after.
Do you think is that the high-speed shot that you were most excited to go and watch of all of them?
Oh.
Is that one that stands out? It's like, I can't wait to go over to the laptop and look at this.
First of all,
I don't know if there's any more sponges in this bitch.
How many did you get?
30.
And we would, because that initial
I think
unique, especially if it's a
if you do find a coral reef, there should be sponges.
Oh my god, there's actually gold in this. There's gold blocks in here.
Huh. Really?
Yeah. I saw it in a video. There's 8 gold blocks in here.
Especially later years when Phantoms got faster and you could go footage and you could like the whip breaking the speed of sound was one that was only possible because we were looking for 4 frames.
Right.
You know. I also love we did an explosion one where Jamie and I both painted with explosives, and I did this kind of clown wig, this execution.
This is fun.
One of the evolutions I had for high speed that grew out of an evolution of second cameras, right? So we would shoot an episode and have as many as 15 or 16 other cameras.
Did I get sea lanterns? Oh,
Yes.
I don't have Silk Touch, so I just broke
Damn.
it.
I started realizing watching the episodes that it was really important to me from a communication standpoint that each camera's shot told me the story of what was going to happen in that shot. So just like the Roadrunner
Alright,
episode,
that might be it for me for today.
here and the road going down, there's no mistaking what's about to happen. That's why in the latter seasons of Mythbusters you see lots more colored tape, lots more arrows, lots more guiding into what's going to happen, so that when that high-speed shot happens, you can just enjoy the most important part.
Right. And I think unintentionally that would be phenomenal for like social content nowadays, where you don't necessarily have all the time to tell the story, so you're probably like predicting the future a little bit there.
I actually find pictures online so
Damn it.
regularly enraging that I just shot a video of about just seeing something. Like, I was like really saying to people like, you can take pictures of this stuff. And you think, there, I've taken a picture of it. You haven't. You need to look at it. Can I clearly see what I've taken a picture of? And the answer is almost always no. And the number of people that post a picture of something like, I got good work done today. And I'm like, I don't even know what scale this is in the camera.
This tells no story.
None at all. The other thing that was really fun for
Okay.
the camera team was shooting the Frustrated Superstitions.
Yeah, like the big metal text.
Yep. And like bullets hitting it, paintballs hitting the logo.
I don't think I'm seeing a shipwreck.
The team tried over and over again to get
Oh,
the
the
logo on a
baseball.
baseball.
Yeah,
I was
we were
just
doing,
thinking there probably would be one over there.
baseball.
Oh.
And
I didn't know.
I can't remember why we were filming in this exterior location, but Scott and the team had like 2 or 3 hours on their own while we were doing other stuff. And Scott asked Don Best, our builder at the time, to throw this baseball, and Don had to throw that baseball like 300 times over 4 hours. He was so tired.
So sore.
And the whole goal was to get that logo to like come into focus at the right moment.
There's so many variables there. There's like the accuracy, then there's the rotation at the point of focus.
Yep.
And also just the positioning, whether it's upside down or not, I guess. I can't imagine how many.
He did tons of those. And
Let me look up.
it was like, what a
Wonders how to
luxury
make
that we had this structure where they could just go off and screw around for a while and get this amazing stuff.
And I'm sure the order to get that stuff was just go and get a bunch of cool stuff, and they could then just creatively think of a bunch of things.
If we had never turned out any of those, that would have been fine. But the fact that we were continually turning them out was super, super awesome.
I wish I could take.
Okay, so
back in time.
the blast furnace. I wonder if it works for
We
sponge.
didn't have above 1,000 frames per second for years.
Yeah, same. I think up until 3 years ago, I was mainly using the 4K Phantom, which was still 1,000 frames.
Yeah.
And that frame rate is great for people, so good for human movement. But for example, if you break a piece
Yes,
of glass,
I'm looking for.
even in slow mo, just
One frame.
all
Oh, no.
gone.
And some of your guys' stuff of that, the propagation of tempered glass.
How do you make a
and
blast
filters
furnace? The
and,
fuck?
Some of the stuff Destin has done
Yeah,
on
the
the Prince
Rupert drop.
Rupert drop. I feel like the highest frame rate we practically worked with was in the latter half of 6 figures, like 50 to 100,000 frames.
Yeah.
We might have
You need
gone to a
smooth
high frame rate
stone.
for Last Explosion, the 5,001 pounds of AMFO we did at New Mexico Tech. We destroyed 3 rental cars with that one explosion.
How do you make smooth stone?
One had this
You smelt it,
giant chunk of steel fell out of the sky
don't you?
and tore off.
Because that's how I make my stone.
I know, but smooth stone.
The car
You
rental
smelt
repair
it,
shop
and
went,
then maybe you craft it.
"Romeo and
Yeah.
the Bay movie?"
Hang on.
And the answer is yes, 100%. I think that when we were starting to do stuff like underwater explosions using blasting caps, which are some of my favorite
Incredible.
stuff to watch.
Oh, you just smelt it twice. Okay, that's what it is.
Those are so much better at like 5,000 frames per second than they are at 1,000.
Yeah.
You get
Oops.
that's the real thing that happens after 1,000 is you get to really start to watch shock waves. And the shock wave propagation was one of my all-time favorite things to witness on the high speed.
Shockwaves, I think, are the most sci-fi looking.
We just gotta
Because it's
do
in
it
reality,
twice.
Everyone can stare at an explosion with their eyes, at a safe distance, and then just the fact that there was this whole other thing there that everyone missed. I love that. And sometimes you can see the shockwaves bouncing off the ground. You'll see like
The
second
bubble,
and third shockwave
you can see
going.
shapes of shockwaves being affected by the softness of the ground or water.
And even light is slightly different.
Hyper gave me a window into physics that nothing else did. They allowed me, and specifically being in control of it, being able to like take that footage and mess with it was so important to my development as an engineer. So I'm curious if there's like a particular view on the world has become different, like something taken away from it.
I think it's actually taught me to doubt things less. For example, in the Matrix where the helicopter crashes into the building,
Yeah. Oh,
and it kind of goes like, and it kind of looks like, they kind of.
I did the same thing. When that movie came out and you see the glass
Yeah.
ripple like that, I was like,
Years later, I had Dan throw a hammer into a mirror at like 200,000 frames a second, and to the point where it's like the hammer's like this. You can barely tell the hammer's moving, and it kind of touches the mirror. Exact same thing. This big like ripple came out like this, and I was like, and then it cracks into the ripple. So you end up with big cracks, and then there's like a circle of small cracks, and the small cracks happen into that ripple zone. And I was just like, did the people who worked in the Matrix know this? Did they have access to this kind of speed, or did they just make a good prediction or a good simulation?
I'm trying to remember, but there's definitely a story from us using the high speed where there was a film that got it right and there was no way they could have known, but they just figured it out and nailed it.
It's kind of like when they were doing the interstellar black hole stuff, and they were basically just going off descriptions from incredibly smart people.
Yeah,
To the
Kip
point
Thorne.
then- and then when we actually get visual on a real black hole, it's like, that's the exact same. They absolutely nailed it.
It is, at one point I remember early on, when we were still dealing with 1,000 frames per second, we were doing a story in which we needed faster feedback from a high-speed shot. And so I said to one of our producers, call the 49ers. Like, there is like 20 of the camera that we want sitting on their sidelines right now, right? These are rentals. They use them for sports programming. They have instant replay of slow-mo of people throwing baseball, so it's got to be something you can do. And again, this is like 2006, 2007. Those cameras were thousands and thousands of dollars per day to rent.
Yep. I used to rent this camera before I got it, and it was every day just seeing the dollars tick every day. I was like, I've got to shoot so much in 2 days.
It was a big line item each year. Each time the production company upgraded our camera. That was
the thing that we dealt with a couple of days ago when we were working together on a series of videos, is that we were watching the playback seconds after it happened.
Yeah.
And we were like, I remember when it was like, it took time to queue it up, and even to the point where you could watch it with minutes.
Minutes?
You know how fast you can move through it. Yeah, it's not like the old days.
No. I was watching you scrub to the key part of the shot. So when we did.
Well, this is not the
one of
greatest.
my favorite methodologies
The
was
sponges for my use case.
a whips tip breaking the speed of sound.
What do you mean?
And to do
For
this,
draining a whole
good at whipping at a pretty
whole
rapid
lake.
rate.
This shit
We built a
sucks.
grid, and we filmed that wide
Yeah.
at 1,000 frames per second. And then with the grid, we were able to see where our focus should be. And it was just a progression. And then we nailed it. And each time we had to go find the 4 frames.
Yeah, that shit
The
sucks.
whip breaking the sound barrier was like 30 minutes of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, trying to get in there. And then
Would it be easier
it
just
turns
to
out
fill it
that
with
James
blocks?
Cameron was, in 70s, it was looked
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
the
I just need more dirt.
There's a whole thing about whips in the latter half of the book. And Neil is a deep researcher. And he went and found this Frenchman who got a photo of a whip's tip breaking the speed of sound in the 1920s.
Was it like some sort of high-speed flash situation?
Yeah, and it was. I can't even remember how he was activating the timers, but it was crazy primitive. And he did this with, like, I'm so embarrassed.
Well, I think that's what's quite interesting about the origins of high speed, is that I feel like quite a lot of photographic techniques were done all at the same time, like the Muybridge stuff. But he also kind of messed with time slice decades and decades ago.
The thing about Muybridge that I find really particularly fascinating, there's a wonderful
Here, take these sponges.
called River of Shadow.
Oh, really?
about Muybridge.
You're not gonna use them?
Nah, they're ass.
And so, just to remind people, this is the famous answering of the question.
Because
"Do
you gotta dry 'em
horses
out."
all leave the ground
No, I
alive?"
already did. I use them.
Leland Stanford of Stanford University.
Those are the ones I
after
used.
this, He hired Muybridge, who was a famous nature photographer and panorama photographer, and asked him to solve this problem. And this is the 1870s. And photography, I don't think people realize, we think of photography as a post-1900 phenomenon, and it's like 1829 is the first photograph. So by 1870s, there was like 4 monthly photography magazines
Isn't that crazy?
that you could subscribe to. And they talked all about different people's processes. And the biggest unsolved problem in Muybridge was doing these photographs was a fast exposure. No one had solved the problem of either the quick shutter or fast exposure. And Muybridge solved both in the answering of Leland Stanford's question. And there's this great description, and I really connected with this, and I would imagine you will too when you read it, is he's spending
I know what I'm gonna try to
days
do.
mixing up different
Huh.
chemistries
I'm gonna
on
try to
the
make a
plate with
pineapple
these
underwater.
Canadian glass
Hmm.
things and getting
I should have sent it to you. There's a bunch of, like,
nothing, and
cool
then
things you could do, like, relatively
on
quickly.
endless attempts, they get a blurry
Hmm.
light, and they're like,
I like those videos.
They know where to go. It's like me finding the grid on the whip, right? And within the next day, they got an exposure that you saw a light, and then it was just about dialing it in. And it was an electronic speed shutter, a curtain shutter. We still use this kind of shutter today. It's not super common, but like, I love those moments when someone is like, oh, the biggest problem in this thing that I'm fascinated by is this. I'm going to solve that problem.
It's insane. Yeah, I feel like it would have been so cool to be just a witness to that process and just be like,
Totally.
I mean, the amount of time between the experimentation of like something like mixing the chemicals, each version must have been so time consuming.
Right, because when you see the horse running and there's 17 frames, that's 17 wet plate cameras lined up next to each other with little with strings going to electromechanical switches in 1870. I so much respect for that incredible iteration.
And there's just something about that kind of imagery, and I feel the same way about the Edgerton photo of the bullet and the apple on the card. Completely iconic. I remember seeing the footage of Edgerton trying to shoot the card, the playing card, and he's kind of lined up on it, and he misses. And it seems like everything's so precise. He's got all this high-speed flashback.
A world expert on high-speed photography.
And then to adjust the shot, he just gets the rifle and goes. And I just love how like everything was so precise, but then his shot was just like bash it over a little bit. It's such a funny thing.
I feel so lucky that we've got 200 and some odd frames per second on these things, because frankly, on the show, so many times, just like running downstairs and activating the high-speed camera and trying something would be the way we'd crack out, oh, this is the story you want to tell. This is the thing to focus on.
Yeah, I feel like I've
Yeah.
seen videos where there's one intention at the beginning, and then based on our first playback of
We
of
should
Phantom,
take a
it's like,
dab.
forget that. We found this other thing that we're doing.
Oh, here's a question for you. I have an answer to this. Is there a high-speed shot you were excited about getting that turned out to be impossible? Like, you thought you were going to see something, and then the reality of what you were filming, that was not what you were going to see.
This is something I'm currently working on. I did try this and it didn't work because I didn't have a powerful enough laser. But basically, at the max frame rate of my Phantom, which is 1.75 million frames a second,
This is like this.
tiny
Yeah,
split
I was going to
like
say.
this. But I think at that speed, light moves something like 300 meters per frame.
I love this. Oh, you got to do that. 1.75 million frames per second.
It turns 1 second of real time into about 19 hours.
We were doing killer cable snap. Will a braided cable on a boat, when it gets stretched to its breaking point, the myth is that when it breaks, it'll whip through you like a samurai sword. And like, there's so many accounts of this happening that I was just, oh, I can't wait to see the shot. I can't wait to see the close-up on pig's flesh as this cable cleaves it in half. And we finished that day busting that entirely. It does not happen.
It just doesn't have enough.
It doesn't have enough energy. And we were using everything from like an 1/8 inch cable up to like a 3/8 inch cable, a big fat one, 1/4 inch. And there are so many ways cables can cut your body parts off on a boat, from pressures and movement and adjacent, boats and stuff like that. But whipping isn't one of them. So lots of people have lost limbs because of ropes and cables, but not like that.
But never from a snap whip.
Yeah, and frankly, I'm still a little sad I didn't get to see that shot. I love the idea that physics could work like that.
Were you able to calculate how fast it would have to be moving to do so?
No, that kind of math wasn't the way I was thinking. It's a great question though, because it's certainly answerable.
If you could take today's Phantoms back to a myth that you shot for Mythbusters, and you could only pick one, what do you think it would be? Like, was there ever slow-mo that you were like, oh man, if we could only shoot 10 times slower?
Oh, that's great.
The mint drunk as fuck. Adam Savage, I'll answer that for you.
So much faster to
Especially
take
when
care
you're dealing with 4 frames. It's like, what if that was 40 frames?
Exactly.
It's just watching an interview. Like, I'll answer that for you.
Many people don't realize is as you increase the frame rate on these, your viewing port gets
I do want to
process the same amount of information on
Yeah,
pixels.
it's just always a bandwidth issue.
Yeah.
turn it on hard or normal or whatever soon, and kill some Endermans.
Application of the speed of glass clip is
It's fine.
I
I'm
still can't
almost-
film it well. So I've
When do we do that?
800
I'm still building
It's
my
okay.
house.
No, it's okay. We're gonna wait.
If I'm wide enough, it's enough to see it go like.
Actually, I should probably
Sure.
finish my house.
But if you wanna get really
I don't have a house either.
the decision-making,
Yeah, I don't
You
have a
actually
bed or
have walls.
anything right
You
now.
actually have walls. I only have a bed and like a hole
I
in the
don't have a
ground.
bed yet.
I just have a hole in the ground.
if I'm trying to film something really fast, I'm gonna have to get further away from it because you don't want the thing.
You don't even have a dirt house.
No.
These you get lower resolution.
But I also
Crazy.
the glass cracking like that.
And that was just yesterday because like I was just digging for stream, and I felt bad because I had viewers, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll start building my house."
Like the rainbowing of you could choose
You did?
Like a house. And all I got is the layout, and then I dug the basement, and then I came upstairs to eat pizza with you.
Where you see like the lines very close together and then you get further away from the way it's all.
I can't remember.
But yeah, I think for glass, I would love to be shooting 10 million.
Is there what is the fastest you would currently be able to rent access to?
So there's a camera by Shimatsu. It can do up to 10 million frames a second, but the caveat is that it can only shoot 256 frames. So it's a triggering problem at all times. So
Right,
you can't just. I'm lucky enough with the Phantoms that I've got. I can shoot 1.75 million for like 4 seconds, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're using that speed, the event is going to be very short. So it's usually plenty of time to press the trigger. But no human on Earth can trigger within 250 frames on 10 million frames a second. No one would ever be able to do that. It's always like a laser trigger or a sound trigger.
Right. It's a mechanical.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And now you're
Name it.
reminding me of what I think is the coolest
Damn it.
high-speed photograph ever, which is the third nanosecond of the atomic bomb explosion, where you see the shack.
I don't know you.
And then the next frame,
That's
it
my
looks like
purse.
south, right?
Yeah.
It looks like reality has shifted. And if I'm right, that camera was a barrel with like 40 unexposed frames of film around it, where the barrel spun up to like 100,000 RPM, and then they opened the frame.
So the barrel is like getting up to speed first, and
Right.
then they can open it and the.
Yep, and then they get whatever 30 frames.
That's the kind of thing that I would like to film with a Phantom.
Right.
Like some of the old high-speed photography looks so good when filmed.
Yeah. I've said this,
Ah,
and I said this in the
terraforming.
Taka game last year, but like when we saw your guys' YouTube, I still remember Scott Sorensen being like, dude, some guys have started a YouTube channel with just slow-mo shots. I'm like, oh, so jealous. The slow-mo camera was no lie the most fun part of the YouTube.
Yeah, I've always loved the job because people. It sounds kind of lame, but on a set, people would be kind of stressed out throughout the day. You know, it's a set environment.
Right, yeah.
And people would like come over to my screen and get happy. So,
Yeah.
I was excited when everyone was huddled around. I was like, everyone see? Everyone good? Alright, here we go. and it just really pleased people a lot.
That on the Bobby Finger shoot, when Bobby's like, I want only one eye to come out.
That shit was incredible. There were 2 moments where Bobby was asking for what on paper sounds like a lot. He wanted a goose to come out at an exact speed.
Yeah.
And when it hit his face, he wanted just one eye to pop out.
And like, manna from heaven for me.
Your first shot was, I think, 1 mile an hour off the speed he wanted. Just based on you going like, you know, that's his experience.
Yeah.
And then you've got one eye to come out.
Adam is so funny.
And that was like, again.
Who?
I said this yesterday when we were on
What?
the set. I was like,
Adam Savage from
like
Mythbusters.
the high-speed camera screen is the most fun part.
This was always the best part about doing the show. Yeah, chimping over the high speed happened.
It was great. I think that's my favorite moment in my video from the Bobby Finger stuff. Is where, and Daniel.
Do you have dirt?
Together, where we're all
How much do you need?
figure out based on
At least give me a stack. I want to fill up this area. Give me 2 stacks.
Okay. Yeah, I think I could spare some dirt. I have like 15 stacks on me right now.
I was digging dirt and I was like, you know, he probably has dirt.
You're lucky. I have a lot of work to do. That's the only dirt you're getting from me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm doing so much. You know it. You saw it.
In that environment.
I know.
Just doing what they know you for.
Okay, so
Thank
just
you.
Given that, I
Yeah,
wanna
you're
stress
welcome.
That, like, for me, it was so terrifying. And really specifically, you know, people asked, "Oh, were the explosions the best?" part of
Use
doing the show?"
/ time set day. Try it.
Explosions was the best part, but doing them.
What?
/ time space set day. Or damn it.
Not that they weren't listening to
It's
the experts,
set.
of course they
No,
were,
it's time
but
set
they
day.
also really trusted Jamie and I about
Time.
where to be, where to go safely, and we
Set.
took that really seriously. And thus, only after the explosion
Okay.
did we relax our sphincters.
Yeah.
There you go.
You took on that role for our Bobby Fingers collab, where you brought the thing. You didn't want to send the thing without
No, I
you.
didn't
like
wanna
it when
spend-
you do it.
I needed.
I know, I just
the
wanna
whole
teach you.
time I was making that air cannon, I needed a Jamie Heineman to be arguing with me.
I
about
actually
it. So I
let me
spent
get back over
all
here.
this time being like, "How are you being stupid? How am I being stupid? What am I forgetting?" Because again, I'm taking this pressure vessel out to people I like, and I want to make sure no one gets hurt by it. Right?
Very understandable.
And I was very cognizant. Like, I used to have this machine of 25 people to help me make sure that was safe.
But you've got all of the knowledge of how to pull it off as a single person, because you're like, okay, we need this. So I got some stuff, and then you brought some stuff in a little trunk, and you're like, we've got to get these pipe stands, which I didn't know was a thing.
Yeah,
Phenomenal. Still got those, thanks for those.
absolutely. I love. Again, also, I like. This is something where there was no sense from us on the show at all that this was anything but better for us and the world that there were more people shooting high-speed shots of cool, weird shit. Like, and I want even more of that. So one of the things I loved about doing that shoot was giving you guys some of my institutional knowledge about how to get ready to set up for whatever you might need in situ. And I found the same thing. I went on to one of Derek Muller's exterior shoots a couple of years ago. And it was the same. I was like, oh, I really want people to know this stuff that we learned about how to do this stuff safely.
It is great to have a piece of knowledge that can be so useful to people in very specific situations. Like I've probably set more mousetraps than most people on Earth who aren't in pest control. And I found that you should set like 100 mousetraps, and then you just have that one that wasn't set quite right, and you'll put it down, and it'll go, and it'll ruin all the time you put in. And I was doing a shoot with someone else who wanted mousetraps from high speed, and they kept having this problem. They were doing it in segments, and they would constantly set them all up, and I was like, after you set each trap, give it a shake. And what that'll do is it will set it off, or it'll snap it into being perfectly set. And that's something I learned just from constantly failing at doing it. You just take the mousetrap and you go, oh, that's good.
Wow.
They never have another problem again. Very specific experience. And you have that in so many different directions.
I went up and gave a talk at Blue Origin back in, I think, 2018. They asked me to come up and talk to the team. And as I was getting ready to go, one of their engineering team asked me for an extra hour. Like, we just like to pick your brain for an hour before you give your talk. I'm like, okay, but I don't know what in here is useful to you all. And it turned out what they were really interested in was exactly what Mythbusters was a machine for rapid iteration of experimental methodologies. And that machine involved associate producers who had a ton of autonomy over the story we were telling. They were, each story got an AP that worked with Jamie or I. One of us would take the lead on each story. And find us the experts and find us the stuff, but then also manage the relationships with the vendors and as you know, location is everything. And maintaining a good relationship with your location is what gives you the freedom to do the weird crap you want to do when you only have one day to go get a permit, right?
Right.
And just that turned out to be what they really wanted to know. Well, could I set it up in a parking lot? Yes, you can. Here's what you're gonna need. And even up to helping young YouTubers understand that it's great and well and good to do it on your phone and all of that stuff. And when it becomes time to mature and go out with a real camera crew, it's about 10 grand a day to film out on the street in the world. And it's really hard to make it less expensive than that when you're paying for people and insurance and all of that stuff.
I love the moment that thing you said on the shoot 2 days ago, in that we were basically doing an experiment where something was supposed to land in a specific spot, and it didn't the first time. And you
never does.
And you got a great smile on your face, because you were like, back in the day, it'd be on me to figure out the engineering behind why it didn't work, but now I can just be like, well, that's,
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to solve that problem. I was saying, yeah, specifically, like, we're on this shoot where I'm just a face, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about what's going on, but I don't have to engineer it. And there's some really clever and smart people doing this setup. But yeah, it was great not to have to also be running the full engineering thing at the same time.
So what would go through? So on Mythbusters, say something been building up to it for like a day, didn't quite work. Was your immediate response in your brain to be like, I need to solve the problem in a certain way, or was it to be, hey, I'm on camera, I'm gonna react with talent first and then think about it? Like, did you have a process?
No, both of those things were the same.
Okay.
And that was the
That's the best part
loveliness
about the show,
about doing the show was, for both Jamie and I, that kind of, the pressure of having to think while the camera's rolling, it's not easy. It takes a lot of energy. And it takes a structure of a crew you really know and who knows you, and like that sympatical comfort is absolutely paramount. So on a film set, when I was doing special effects or doing a special effects gag, everything is about what ends up on camera. So I was always thinking from that vein on the show. And the difference is I've got to get it to happen on camera for real. Like, I can fake it if I have to. And we never did. But that mindset of like, okay, what are the parameters for getting the shot that I want? And frequently there'd be a moment where it wouldn't work. And sometimes it would be like, you know, I would be up in my office writing and Jamie's downstairs supervising a high-speed shot, or vice versa, and it doesn't go right, and one of us who's downstairs would come up and get the other one. Come take a look at this. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you think. And there would just be a consultation of like, okay, what we were hoping to get, we won't get. That's often the thing you learn immediately. It's like, oh, what I wanted is not going to happen. But this part is really cool, so let's go into that thing and see what we can get. Do you know what we never messed with on the show was Schlerin lenses?
Yeah.
Have you
the razor and the mirror and all.
Yeah, so this is a process by which you can see smoke and air currents in a frame by using polarization, I think.
I've never used it.
We never did either. That's one of the two things we didn't, that I'm still sad about. That Schlerin lenses, because what they give you in terms of air currents in a space are really cool, the fluid dynamics. And the other one was we never did a water hammer. You know what a water hammer is?
It like protects the.
No. Water hammer is like if you're making, if you're having a whole bunch of stuff flow through a pipe and you shut it off.
If you guys are watching and you're a stoner, this is your reminder to take a hit. Blinker, whatever your preferred method is. I'm gonna take a quick dab.
Extension thing sticking up to
Yes,
the relief pressure.
yeah, exactly. And you can use it as a reliable way of making pipes burst with the right amount of pressure. And we never did that. I don't know why.
Well, if you ever want to.
Is there so you've already said that you like glass breaking?
Yeah, that Chili Verde is pretty decent.
10 million frames
Oops.
per second is a personal goal. Is there another?
I
is
want to
there-
keep doing slow-mo long enough
Oh,
to
yeah.
be able to shoot 10 million.
I'm curious if there's some
I'll
other
try
holy
in a
grail of,
second.
I just saw a guy who did something kind of the opposite of what we do with high speed. He wanted to show the peeling process of metal. And so he built a tiny little micron adjustable thing with an insert tool for cutting aluminum. And he allowed it so that with a turn of the dial, it moved the cutting blade about 10 microns, about half a thousandth of an inch. And he was able to register that in a scanning electron microscope.
Wow.
So you get to see the lines of the metal grains crawling and trucking over each other as the blade is cutting through it.
I think I like any. I really love slow-mo. I like anything that lets me see something in a completely different way. Like microscopes, electron microscopes, definitely like thermal. Time-lapse even.
Yep.
I love it. It's just, I just love seeing there was a great
Oh, yeah.
documentary called The Invisible World. Did you ever see that?
No, I did not.
I think it was a National Geographic thing from the 80s. Yeah, super cool.
All high,
Just
high
it's
microscope.
like someone before I was born said.
What are you watching?
everything Gavin loves.
Nothing, it's just how I set up my glass for a second, look like a dick.
Just to,
Uh-huh.
just to-
Oh, you're
I feel like
watching
you should
the.
just keep it like that.
You're watching that Tiffany Haddish bird one. I forgot. Yeah,
In this wonderful landscape
I
we're
hope we
in.
get
The
to
what?
know more, and if you ever
The
need
bird
to
one.
mention, I'll ship this to
I
you.
am.
100%.
Thanks so much.
Absolutely, man.
Dude, they did say some crazy shit. I love them so much. They are hilarious.
1 second. Let me find a different video.
On this
I'll just watch an episode of Mythbusters.
Adam and Jamie put Tinseltown Pyrotechnics pyrotechnics to the
It's
test
perfect.
with two flammable fables.
Time to burn for science.
Will a burning trail of gas actually reach your car and blow up your gas tank?
Stay away from it.
Then, can you catch and stamp out a lit fuse of gunpowder? And will the powder keg really go boom?
Everybody don't burn out. Go, 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 go.
And Carrie, Grant, and Tori dip into two more defibrillator myths. Will a jump start for your heart burn your bra?
Clear.
Or even cause your piercing to spark?
Oh, that's another thing that they test in this episode. Like electricity sparks through nipple rings,
Adam Savage
and it sparks.
and Jamie Hart.
So I'm more likely to get struck by lightning.
More than 30 years of special effects experience. Let's go. Joining them, Grant Imahara
That's all I'm getting from that.
and Carrie Byron.
High explosives and electricity.
I wonder if like you get electrocuted like by the finger, or they like checking like that? Is it like going straight to the titties?
No, I don't know. They're just like, I don't know. They're doing something. I forget.
I wonder if you do get like electrocuted on your finger, would they feel it in their titties?
No, like if like it gives it an easy space to jump to your body.
That's what I was thinking when it just jumped to that.
Yeah, instead of like going through your finger to the titty, it just goes to the titty instead of the
To
finger.
titty.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a cinematic cliche. Our hero has to stop the escaping bad guy. Okay, so action heroes don't usually come with a beret and mustache. There's the single shot into the gas tank, the leaking trail of gasoline, the nonchalant flick of a light, and finally, the fleeing fugitive feels the full force of Hollywood-style justice. But is this another example of the language of film rewriting the laws of physics?
So how are we gonna do this one? You gonna shoot my car while I drive away at high speeds?
We'll save that for the finale. I think we need to start small and simple. Just test what the different fuel types do, how quickly they burn, break it down.
That sounds great.
As always, Jamie wants to take the pragmatic approach. But this look into the future confirms that the small and simple plan will quite literally go up in flames.
Faster, faster, faster. Everybody out.
And when the story ends with full-scale mayhem, inevitably, it began with bench tests in the bunker.
The basic for all of this is figuring out how fast fuel burns from A to B. So we're basically under slightly safer conditions. We're gonna spray some fuel on the ground, light it, time how fast it takes to get from A to B.
3 fuels will make up the samples for this first test, and gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel are the most likely culprits to be found causing a conflagration in an action movie.
Ooh.
Gasoline is first up, and Adam squirts a 7-foot trail onto a smooth metal plate.
Here we go. 1.7 seconds to go 7 feet. That's fast.
And despite several tests adding more and more gasoline, that time of 1.5 seconds seems to be constant.
Dude, I've mined over 16,000 dirt blocks.
It's the same whether
Really?
a tiny amount of
Yeah, there's if you hit escape, there's a statistics button.
1.6 seconds. Really, really steady. 1.5, 1.6. We're within a tenth of a second. But we're getting a very constant speed, and it doesn't seem to be related to the amount of
In both dirt, like the grass and the actual dirt, is over 16,000.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
3.17 miles per hour. That's actually like a reasonable walk speed.
But what about the other fuels? Diesel's next.
Not lighting.
But despite liberally applying the blowtorch, it doesn't want to go up in flames.
It's hard stuff to light.
It only lights when it gets mystified.
This is far out. Diesel fuel does not light like normal gasoline. Apparently it's formulated to specifically ignite only under certain circumstances, and one of them is definitely not laying it out on the ground and lighting it with a match.
Next up is jet fuel. Jet fuel. 3, 2, 1.
And just like the diesel, jet fuel does anything but rocket along the track.
Bart! He's Bart!
Very similar to diesel fuel.
But the police are coming, so let's wrap up and get out of here.
Okay.
While Adam tries to explain away his pyromania to local law enforcement officers, Jamie can give us the science.
The reason
Building
that
is
fuel
easier on
burn
Bedrock.
on the ground is that they're not aerosolized. They need to be mixed in a vapor or a mist for them to be effective.
Which leaves just one conclusion.
It's the obvious that of all the things we tested, gasoline's by far the most volatile. If you're a bad guy, you want to light
Damn it, dude.
gas trail on fire and blow up their car, you better hope they're driving a gasoline-powered vehicle, not diesel or jet fuel.
So gasoline's perfect trailblazing properties means it's the fuel of choice going forward. But where to next? Well, the mythical action scene in question involves a leaking gas tank as a result of a gunshot. So to find out how fast fuel falls from a
Do you think I should do my inside windows
or has
pink
answered
or
the call, a
normal?
veritable ballistic buffet.
I think sounds cool.
Can I fire this one? Can I?
That's what I thought too. I also have yellow.
Awesome.
With the gas tank in position at the end of their makeshift gun range,
I tried to do white and pink, but I made it look like a
the
dick.
size of a 22 caliber bullet hole,
Second.
as well as a 44.
I'd round these off, say the 22 is like a 1/4 inch and this is like a 5/8.
Absolutely. So shooting the hole was only the first part of this test. Now I want to know how fast fuel will leak out of the hole that Jimmy shot. So I've got a 1 liter bottle here. I'm going to let the fuel fall into here, count how many seconds it takes to get to exactly 1 liter. Then I'll know how many liters per minute this hole will leak. That's just over 3 liters a minute. The results of this test are pretty straightforward. 22 caliber bullet leaves a 1/4 inch size hole and leaks about 3.5 liters of fuel per minute. A 44 caliber bullet leaves a hole that's a little over 1/2 inch in diameter and leaks more than double, about 7.5 liters per minute.
So Adam and Jamie know exactly how quickly fuel flows from a gunshot gas tank and the speed at which a trail of gas burns. And with that information, it's full scale ahead. But shooting the gas tank of a car isn't exactly a safe option. So Adam builds a rig for the back of an old pickup.
I'm going to hang this gas tank off the back of this pickup truck with a steel shield between it and the pickup truck so that I can experiment with amounts of leaking fuel coming out of this, igniting them, and potentially blowing up this gas tank without hurting the driver of this truck while driving.
Adam and Jamie are all set. So it's off to the Alameda Naval Base to heat things up.
Ready, clear! Is that your defibrillator? Yeah. Hey, we've been here before.
Yes, but the fans have a couple more shocking myths that they want cleared up. Shocking, cleared.
Oh, we got it. Pretty sure we got it.
Last time, the team said
Everyone clear?
Brad built his very own defibrillator and then busted the myth that medical nitroglycerin patches can give you a severe case of blown up.
Okay, what do we got this time?
Bras and nipple rings.
You're a freak.
Oh, they're testing for like defibrillators. That's interesting.
Fortunate patient in need of a jump start.
That's what it
is
was.
either wearing a metal underwire bra or has nipple piercings.
Oh, and the defibrillator arcs to the metal and they get burnt.
Ouch.
That's bad enough they're having a heart attack. Now they're gonna get burnt too.
Well, we're gonna find out.
So the fans want to get a pair of parables off their chests.
Have you
The
seen any
first tale the
terracotta
team is
anywhere?
tackling is,
I have
does
not.
fancy medical procedure cause a bra burning? Or is the brassiere a benign bystander? Using the same plastic gel torso and homemade defibrillator as last time, our intrepid trio intend to find out. Now, Grant's heart starter may not look like the high-tech gizmo you see in the drone, but it is made to do exactly the same job. So they have the equipment and patience. Now, all they need is a 40 AA bra. Now, who'd wear a bra that size?
Apparently I am close to the size of the ballistic dummy, therefore I have to go and shop for a bra. Once again, making my family proud.
A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Grant, however, is there for fun.
I just don't know if things express me. I think I might want another color.
Color is not really the issue here, my friend. It's size.
You don't want it to cut into the ballistics gel. Maybe we'll get it a little bit larger and go from there.
Is this as disturbing as I think it is?
It's even more disturbing than you think it is.
There's no doubt it's disturbing. There's also no doubt we're going to show you more.
Viewers on YouTube, another blinker checkpoint. Where are my cards? Damn, I left them upstairs.
I don't wanna.
I wasn't gonna ask you to grab them.
You want mine?
Nah, that's cool. I'll just take a dab here in a couple minutes.
If you really want me
to. It's fine.
Liberate, feminine, bra burning.
So speaking of burning bras, have you ever heard the phrase bra burner?
Actually, I have. And the funny thing is, it's an urban legend. The entire thing stems from a story that was misreported on a newscast.
Really?
Yeah, in 1968, at the Miss America pageant, there was a protest. The organizers wanted to burn bras, couldn't get a permit. So the whole thing never happened, but everyone thinks it did.
Fascinating. Well, back to experiment.
Here's the bra.
Next, Carrie fits our patient with
Oh yeah, whole lot of terraforming.
Maybe does seem like she has been having more energy in her.
You didn't take off your shirt, did you?
Maybe it's the food. Maybe this food is really good for her.
The Caesar food?
Yeah.
You wonder why our bras can bust. We got the
Maybe.
later?
Yeah, we got it.
Maybe we should just make her the real deal.
That's what Grandma feeds her dogs, and honestly, what's in it is not good for them. Maybe like for like a food topper, but for like an everyday diet, I don't think it's good. I think I should still make her food, but still put that on top.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
So is the burning bra myth busted?
But when I get
We'll figure it out.
this week, yeah, that's the thing. When I get paid, I'm gonna get her some powder.
Okay.
So, take two with an unlikely but conceivable set of circumstances.
In 3, 2, 1, clear.
Ooh, spark flew.
We got a burn!
Yep, the sparks fly, and our unlucky patient takes a hot hit.
So what this means for the myth is if they have the paddles in the wrong position and you've got a slightly older bra with some of the metal exposed, you could be in for a few burns in your tender regions.
The bra didn't burst into flames as some of the stories I'd heard, but there's an obvious burn on the skin, so I'd say this one is pretty positive.
Well, we created the worst case scenario for this myth, and still it's not looking very plausible.
True.
Sweet.
We actually found a story of a woman that this has happened
Oh,
to.
with burp. What is fucking around?
Years ago, and that's back when
You should grab me a green tea, however.
at 600 joules.
I just sat down.
And her bra did
Damn.
catch on fire, and that's why you have a bare torso now when they use the figure.
Well, 600 joules would pack a punch, and bra technology has advanced quite a bit over the years.
Yeah, they're actually a lot easier to take off now.
How did you do that?
Since around the time Jamie started going to the movies in the early 1900s, a
Thank you.
blazing trail of flammable fuel has been a Hollywood staple. No action hero CV would be complete without a lit fuse of gasoline blowing up the bad guys.
Damn, you take a fat one?
What?
You take a nice hit or something?
On the trail of this flammable fuel, Jamie and his
I'll take that as a yeah.
Adam have found that gasoline burns
I
in
think
a
so.
contiguous line. And they know how much and how quickly fuel leaks from a bullet hole.
That's just over 3 liters a minute.
So, on location at the Alameda Naval Base, it's time to take things up a notch.
Kind of dark in here. Maybe we need to light a fire.
Well, you like it? We got a sealed floor, total control, no wind. It's a perfect experimental space, and the fire department says we can light some gasoline here.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yep, the sealed floor
Alrighty.
is perfect for this myth.
Oh no!
You left the game?
Okay, let's get started with work.
And it just gets better.
Babe?
Because the next step involves a perfect piece of Jamie's.
Ah, damn, of course it did.
At this point, we've learned what gasoline does when you lay it out in a stream and light it. But we have yet to see what happens when
Fucking
it's coming out.
software. Well, I think it's Windows, man. Windows is fucking bullshit.
Like we normally do, we like to start out small to see what we're dealing with, and therefore I've invented this thing that I call the Firebug.
Which, let's face it, is a remote control fire hazard on wheels.
That's absolutely perfect. Well,
Okay, yeah, the house
I'll light the back end as it
definitely needs to get some progress done on it, but let's finish
Bottle of gas on board.
this first, see how far we get dirt-wise with that, and then we'll maybe tackle the house some more.
And by turning the nozzle down to simulate a leaking gas tank, Jamie is all set.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
The Firebug takes off, leaving a perfect trail of gasoline in its wake, which Adam happily sets ablaze.
There we go.
1 second.
This little thing is about the coolest RC
Oh, it's just updating.
I've ever seen, but it's extremely dangerous.
It's just updating, babe.
Do this at home. You may have an RC car, you may have some gasoline, but you could die, you could burn your house down.
This is the coolest remote control car I've ever seen.
We've got fire extinguishers and EMTs and everything. We're prepared. You're not. Don't try it at home.
Really? Leave this one to the experts. After all, who needs to make that call to your parents explaining you just burnt the house down?
That was awesome. Okay. That was actually a pretty good test. It told us a lot of what we needed to know. We wanted to know if you could lay down a line of fuel out of a moving vehicle and it would remain contiguous. The answer is yes. And it doesn't seem like we need that much fuel. So I think we're ready to go full scale. I think we've learned what we wanted to know, although Jamie still seems to be enjoying this episode.
Full scale it is. And for that, they need Firebug's big brother.
Say hello to the fire beast.
The Fire Beast, a truck with a leaking gas tank attachment. Don't expect to see one of these in a showroom near you.
This is your patented Mythbusters 10-minute solution for controlling the fuel from the driver's seat. Rather than a complex solenoid-driven valve or something like that, if you go, pull on the rope, nozzle lifts above the level of the fuel. Let it go, and it starts to run out. It's just that.
Mythbuster ingenuity, also useful for time-saving home inventions.
I use one of those when I go to the bathroom. I'm done.
So on this test, Adam and Jamie will get a good feel for this movie myth. They already know a gas trail burns like it does in the movies. They've got 44 and 22 caliber size bullet holes in their gas tank. And they've seen in small scale a continuous gas trail laid by a moving vehicle.
I am the fire ninja!
And you could say Adam is excited
Oh, yeah.
and sore.
So, I mean, our goal here is just to
What
find out
is
if
going
a
on?
22 caliber size hole or a 24 caliber hole uses enough fuel behind the truck for the fire to follow, right?
And at what speed it'll sort of keep up with it. So I'm just going to listen for your cues on the radio,
Right.
and you tell me to speed up or slow down. That's what I'll do.
Okay, start with a baseline of like 5 miles an hour. A good brisk run, because that seems to be what we've been seeing, 3.5, 4 miles an hour for the fuel.
In this action movie scenario, Jamie's playing the part of the escaping bad guy with a 22 caliber bullet hole in his gas tank.
Time to burn for science. Let's go.
And Adam is standing in for the hero who's going to light up the gas trail Jamie's leaving behind.
Jamie, whenever you're ready, lower down the fuel and start driving.
Jamie the villain makes a run for it.
I'm lighting the fuel now. You can slow down, Jamie. It's moving quite slowly.
But there's
They
no
got
need
Baby
to
Driver on Netflix.
Oh, nice.
Really slowly.
Not exactly the
That's a good one.
blazing trail of
watch it tonight?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, you can stop it.
I had to put my brakes on. I wasn't getting in any fuel to get it to go that slow. I was just like idling with my brake tap on to do that.
You can pretty much push a car faster than gasoline burns.
Kind of, sorta.
So does that put the brakes on this myth, or will the 44 caliber size hole make a difference?
My prediction is from what I saw in the bunker test, volume didn't affect speed that much. Now, this is a much bigger test than we were able to do in the bunker, so this would be pretty definitive, but I don't think it's going to prove anything different than we've already seen.
Jamie moves off, gently idling along at less than 5 miles an hour, easily staying ahead of the lit trail.
It's looking good, Jamie. It's keeping pace with you about 10 feet back.
Until Adam has a lapse in concentration on radio duties and fails to warn Jamie the flames are gaining on him.
Faster, faster, faster. Lift it up.
It was going along fine until it started to catch up a little bit. And all of a sudden, Adam's saying, gun it. And I took off, but it was too late. It actually stayed with me and it caught up with the tank. I could have set it off.
Traveling at the lower limit of the speedometer, Jamie is unsure of his speed, but it seems as though the fresher the trail, the faster it burns. However, another run to test that hypothesis is brought to an abrupt end when Jamie gets hemmed in.
Guys, I'm going to stop. We're going to start to have crossover.
As another band of busters once said, it's a bad idea to cross the streams.
It stinks in here. All right, smoke is clear in there, but provisionally I'll say the 44 caliber hole test was really educational. Specifically noticing that the closer the line of gas got to the source, i.e. the gas tank, the faster the flame traveled. And remember, it's not the liquid gas that's burning, it's the vapor gas above the liquid. So if it's had a long time to settle, that vapor spreads out. It's got a lot of wind resistance, like a weather. But the closer it gets, the faster it travels. There may actually be something to this. That was pretty good for a best case scenario.
Yeah, you know, epoxy sealed floor, no wind, perfectly flat and smooth. I think we're going to go outside.
The fireflies, are they the bush or is it
They're the
an
bush.
actual animal?
They're just a bush and then they fly around the bush. As far as I know.
See it? I thought they were just in the bush, but it's an act.
Yeah, no, I got a hella right next to me I'm about to destroy.
There's so much.
I've been composting so many of them.
I'm taking all of these. I want those.
I started saving them. But I was composting them.
You can compost them?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anything organic you can compost. I have a composting farm.
You think?
Let's just do this one.
Like a well-oiled
We
machine,
started
a
math.
trio of highly untrained medics prep the patient and administer the shock.
Really want terracotta.
Protest with the paddles in the
I want to put
recommended
terracotta on my
position,
food.
there's no sign of that mythical sparkle. But this time, they know exactly how to replicate the results. They're using 40 times the voltage of a household socket, real close to a conductive metal object in the left nipple of the patient. As Electric 6 once said, danger, danger, high voltage.
For those just barely kind of listening, Mythbusters are just defibrillating someone with, or a ballistic dummy with nipple piercings. I'm not a freak. I'm not a freak. My fiance is in Discord.
Of the piercing is black, surrounded by like an indention that took the coating off of the piercing.
That seems like it'd be enough to burn you.
I probably should have brought another shovel. Huh.
Definitely burn your skin.
So, are the fans right? Is this another plausible result?
Okay, guys, what are we calling this?
Dude, I mean, not really, but I'm kind of burning through my diamonds. Just on, like,
That's when the
tools.
paddles are practically touching each other. You know, during defibrillation, there's no way they would be that close.
And the metal of the underwire bra would have to be exposed.
And medics are trained to remove anything that's going to impede that procedure anyway.
So we're calling this one plausible?
Found a broken end portal.
Totally unlikely.
Almost
Huh?
impossible.
I found a broken end portal. Portal.
Are you by where you're at? By your house?
No, I left where I'm at. I want to go find terracotta. If you
Are you
want to
like-
teleport to me, there's some gold pieces.
I'm rolling it in the gasoline.
No, that's fine. I mean, unless you don't want it.
I don't want it. And you can probably get the obsidian.
Oh yeah, good point.
I don't have diamond on me right now.
The sun is setting, the wind's
And
dying,
take the
we've got
fire charge.
ideal real-world conditions.
I want the gold.
And just as importantly, it'll be dark soon, meaning they'll be able to clearly see the flame.
The first thing we're going to do is sort of a control. We're going to put a 44 caliber sized hole in the tank. Gasoline's going to come running out of the tank.
I also have some name tags and saddles.
Really?
Yeah.
Can't we craft name tags now, I think?
I don't remember. I think we can craft saddles now.
Trail burns continuously, just like it did indoors.
I can't see a thing back there, so I'm totally in your hands as far as what I'm doing with this.
This one barely has any crying obsidian. My ruined portal had like the shitty obsidian, so you couldn't really use. I had to make some to build my nether portal.
Yeah. Wait, you already have one made?
Yeah.
No.
And Adam once again
I'm all good.
flames of his pyromania lights her up.
More. Good speed. And that's
You're
pretty
welcome.
much all she wrote.
Thank you.
For real-world control, that test went as
You should make a big one.
Jamie drove at a
Yeah.
reasonable speed. The fuel line he laid down burned totally continuously. What I'm looking for here is not whether or not the fuel line will catch up to Jamie. It's really actually just whether or not it'll burn in a single line. And for a control, it couldn't have gone better.
A good control, but really it's a case of so far, so slow.
In the testing so far, I've been driving so slowly that it's not even registering on the speedometer. This next test.
Yeah, I got 10 fucking obsidian from this one. I like got like 5 from the one I had.
Starting to like fuel out, and my guess is that
Why is that a
You can't really do anything with that, can you?
it's not gonna light
What?
Still moving towards him.
The crying one.
I don't think so.
Which means the fleeing fugitive is free and clear.
That was interesting. You did that perfectly. The gas started before the first two cones and ended after the second, and when I set it on fire, it burned longer than I thought it would. Almost 100 feet. And then it just couldn't continue. And it petered out there, and, you know, the gas had already evaporated. The line was too thin. It wasn't going to go.
And 20 miles an hour isn't that fast.
No, not like an action movie car chase. It would be a lot faster. So it would only get worse for this myth at any speed above 20.
Not looking too good.
No, it's not.
Yep. If our villain takes off at any kind of reasonable speed, the trail simply burns out. And although the fat lady is preparing her tonsils, Adam and Jamie aren't ready to call it.
W's.
After all, there's 2 parts to this one.
Even though we've proved that it is extremely
What are the little gold spots?
Nuggets.
burning gasoline to get to the tank, now it's time to find out what happens if it actually does. We're removing the rubber hose. We've got just a hole sticking out of the gas tank. We're going to let the fire get all the way to it, and Jamie will actually only be crawling forward to keep any fuel or fire from getting to his truck side of the metal shield.
Adam in full safety gear lights up the pool of fuel, and Jamie crawls forward, letting the flame catch up.
Okay, it's reached the tank. It's reached the tank. It's burning up this line, but it's not exploding yet.
Stay away from it.
It's just running out and burning. It's not in any danger of getting under your tires.
Don't let your guard down yet.
Don't worry.
That was not what I expected out of that test. You know, in every movie, every bullet or cigarette equals an exploding gas tank. They seem to be on air triggers. And in this case, we had gas pouring out of a tank on fire for about a good 6 or 7 minutes. The wind started to whip up the gasoline and the flames. The flames got under the tank, which heated it up. And once they heated it up, the air inside started expanding, and I started
Despite
Holy
being
hell.
moved to within an inch of its digital life, the camera came through and got the shot.
There's a problem. So what do we do now?
Well, I think we're back to our old friend and nemesis, air fuel mixture. I think we need to know exactly when we're at the correct explosive limit, and I think we do whatever it takes to get that. Let's pop off those ports on top. Let's get some air moving around in there. Put some gas in. Do the same thing we did before, but we don't light it until we have a meter that tells us we're at the right explosive limit.
And this time, let's take the camera away from it.
In an attempt to get that Hollywood-style big boom, Adam and Jamie open up several ports on the tank. But why are they even necessary?
Gasoline or gasoline vapor by itself is not explosive. It needs a source of ignition, and it needs air. In fact, it needs a very specific amount of air.
Found a
to
treasure
blow up.
map.
The range is above 1.4% vapor to air or below 7.6% vapor to air. If it's outside that range, it's not exploding. If it's within that range and it has a source of ignition, it can blow up. Now, we're going to use this meter here to determine what we've got in the tank and whether we can get it to the butter zone or not.
So the mix of air and fuel vapor in the gas tank has to be just right. In a vapor-rich environment, there has to be the right amount of air to be in what's known as the flammability band. And in a contained environment with an ignition source, you're in prime territory for an explosion. And to detect that crucial air-to-fuel ratio, the guys are using a portable gas monitor.
It's going back and forth between 4 and 4.5.
That's fantastic.
And so we're right in the butter zone. Yeah.
Awesome, let's go. Let's do it.
With the added through flow, the air-fuel mixture is perfect. And we're about to find out
Go ahead.
if those spectacular cinematic explosions are based on real-world physics
Careful, you guys. Not too close.
or simply movie magic.
Okay, stop! It's burning in the tank.
But it's stubbornly refusing to detonate.
The facts here are pretty simple. We were at 5%. That's exactly what is only we're looking for. We've got perfect ignition. The test went really well, and we did not get an explosion. Don't get me wrong. My car's on fire. I'm going to be running away from it. All I'm saying is, the way the movies look at gas tanks and explosions, it's just
Hey, Adam,
Yeah.
should I just lay down some fire and we call it a day?
This is actually really frustrating to look at because if the tank is enclosed, it very quickly goes above the explosive limit. If it's open like we had it, then it's just burning. It's just flame. It's not explosive.
No explosion.
that's a result.
How do you want to wrap up vapor?
Well, flames would follow right along that trail of gasoline as it was laid down. In fact, it went all the way up to the tank.
Yeah, but it's so slowly, man. It would never catch up to any car. You can push a car faster than that gasoline trail burn. And once it got in the tank, it won't blow up.
I guess we gotta call it busted.
Busted it is.
Jamie and Adam have busted the movie myth that a blazing trail of gasoline will catch a car and explode the gas tank. But this fiery fable is still alive.
I know it's a bit of a segue, but I don't feel like we're all the way done with Hollywood pyrotechnics yet.
Why is that?
Because I've got another one I want to try. It's the old cowboy myth that involves gunpowder.
Oh, you mean where the bad guy lays down the trail of gunpowder, goes to the keg, he lights it, but the good guy rushes in and puts out the flame right before it reaches the keg?
Oh, it's like a mind reader or something. That's exactly it.
So it's Trailblazers Part 2. But this movie myth comes from way back yonder, when your average action scene involved cowboys and gunpowder.
I'll check this one, but I found another end portal. It's all Obsidian.
Nice. And you're talking about an ender portal, not an end portal.
Sorry.
But our hero saves
No, get it right.
the head of the sparking fuse
If anything, just mark
What are
it
you
for
eating?
later. What are you eating?
Back in the bunker,
I don't
the
know.
team began testing to find out what would happen in real
What do you want?
I don't think
No,
this is
okay.
gonna work. The whole premise we're testing is can a cowboy lay out a line
You
of
want
black
Airhead?
powder, and if I saw
Good.
it and tried to pick out that powder before it got to something that it was gonna blow up, would I have enough time? I don't think I would. I think the black powder is gonna burn too fast. Every time we've ever mooted with it on the show, its defining characteristic is that it's super fast.
So, like the vapor trail, Adam thinks this movie myth is just another special effect.
My guess is it's going to be less a shh than a shaboom kind of moment. We'll see. Well, without the boom. We're not adding in any boom just yet. It's all about the shh.
On-site supervising, it's pyrotechnician Rob Klott, and he's got the shaboom making material.
This is black powder. You can buy this in most gun shops, and it's actually the closest thing we have to what would be period correct for like a cowboy movie. It's what we've used when we fired our Civil War era musket, when we fired our period ammunition. This is perfect for these tests.
Yep, black powder and the Mythbusters go way back. It's been particularly useful for period realism in a number of ballistic myths. And as an added bonus, it does this.
Fire!
God damn it, dude.
And seeing it's an integral part of the show, let's find out some more.
We use black powder in a lot of our experiments.
Yeah, black powder engine, killer cigarette butts, and salami rocket.
Do you know who invented it?
Chinese, right?
Yeah, the Chinese were searching for the secret of eternal life, and they somehow came up with black powder.
Eternal life. I did not know that.
Well, obviously they didn't achieve eternal life, and in fact, they didn't even realize that they'd created a weapon. They were using black powder on things like skin irritations with fungus.
That is one skin treatment I would not want to have on my skin standing close to an open flame.
Regardless, I think we found some uses for it.
First up, they're starting small. A trail just a few feet long.
I think it's great. What do you think? And this is just to see what it does.
Just see how it feels.
Yeah.
Right.
To light it safely, Adam has pulled out all the stops to impress Rob.
This is a standard industry remote lighter. This is your butane source on the end of a couple tie straps on some structural aluminum, providing some distance between me and the flame so I can light while I'm safely away from the explosion.
Fuck yeah, we're getting this shit done.
There we go.
It's a little too fast.
Yep, and the myth that you could run ahead of the burning fuse looks like it's gone up in smoke already.
Gunpowder by design burns very quickly. When you have it inside a gun, it burns explosively quickly. When we lay it out in a line, it just kind of burns fast.
Well, it behaved exactly the way I thought it would behave. In fact, you'll see that the rating for this is which is pretty much the sound it made when we lit it, and that's what it's based on. What do you think we do now?
Well, I think we need to come up with a more controlled way of laying down the powder, something's very consistent and maybe a little less of it.
Jamie, basing his design on an old-fashioned powder horn, soon has a solution. And they're ready to see how quickly a 3-foot line of powder burns.
Oh, look at that.
That was really nice. That was much slower. And it was like,
That was like a really slow walk.
it was. We found out that there is no experiment too small for us to be wrong about what the results are going to be. I thought that if we laid out a line here and it was fairly visible black powder, that it would go and just go really fast. But in fact, it seems to burn at a rate not unreasonably close to what I'm used to remembering in cowboy movies. I'm starting to think that if we laid out a line of powder like this, maybe 20 feet long, with a keg at the end that might blow up, and I had a few seconds to run over and kick this line so it would stop igniting, I might actually be able to do that.
What are you doing?
Well, if you want to try, I say we get out to the bar range and do it for real.
Okay, let's get it.
I'm in the swamp area. I'm looking for terracotta. I should have brought a map with me because I went pretty far out into the east.
AM.
The bomb range is a
Oh.
perfect location for us to blow stuff up, but it's a little bit rocky.
I still like maps so I can have it.
I know, but
basically a dance floor for dancing with
Very
black
cool.
powder. It's
I feel like a
some odd
worm.
sheets of plywood or chipboard that we're going to lay out in the line, approximately 80 to 100 feet long. Should be plenty of a run for
You see the mini map too, right?
Yeah, I have that up.
Well, there you go. Dance floor. My dance card is empty. Let's go.
Adam's
Man, okay.
powder before it reaches this. Now, for safety reasons, we're
I also want to start a turtle farm because there's some turtles where I'm at.
ready for Adam to blow
Nice.
up this one.
What Jamie means is for safety reasons, the keg will be empty. But at the end of an 80-foot trail of black powder, Adam can't resist adding a cup full of extra motivation.
Who's first?
I really would like to try it first. Is that all right with you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
My motivation for this is really like, humanity is going down the wrong path. That's the gunpowder line. And I'm the only one who can see that it's burning, and I've got to kick it out before it explodes. 2, 3, here we go. It's not that hard to outrun it. Here it comes! I stopped it!
Look at that.
Here, light this one. It's like a really brisk walk, really. Here comes some things. Poof! This is a fun job.
Well, I don't know about you, but it seems to me it doesn't move as fast as I thought it was going to move. I think it's pretty easy to run down a line of gunpowder and kick it out to stop it from blowing up. You want to give it a shot, or you think we've got this one in the bag?
I'll give it a shot, but you know what? I want to wait till it gets really far down there and then see if I can catch up with it and kick it.
Okay, done.
Put them on, little feet. The reason Jamie's feet are so small is he escaped from communist China in the 40s dressed as a woman with bound feet. They've never gotten bigger again.
Ready to raise some powder. Adam, would you mind laying the powder? I'm just gonna sort of relax.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
I got a good view.
Jamie's idea of racing is pretty laid back.
Powder kick test number 2. Grandpa Heineman.
What are you doing?
Filling holes with dirt.
As a cucumber gives the fuse a good head start. Of course, he's thinking his only obstacle will be covering the ground in
I should start calling you Joe Dirt. I like that movie.
Huh?
Joe Dirt.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I said we should start calling you Joe Dirt then.
Yeah.
We wanted to find out whether
Sorry.
it is possible to outrun a burning line of powder, break the line, and stop it before it reaches the barrel and blows up the barrel. Turns out, it is. We did it. It's not that hard, really.
So the movie myth that you can outrun a
Oh, man, dude.
powder is confirmed. But the fun doesn't end there. The fuse is
So
still
much
burning
swamp.
on this fable. Jamie, despite unforeseen obstacles, is confident that you can outrun and kick out a burning fuse of gunpowder. But the guys haven't quite satisfied their big boom quota.
The next thing we need to know is what would happen if you were not successful. Maybe somebody got in your way or pushed you and, before you were able to do your job. Does the barrel blow up? Will it run up the stream of powder coming out of the barrel? Are we going to see a big explosion?
It's a cartoon capered flash. The lit fuse of gunpowder leads right to the powder keg and kaboom! But would the barrel really blow, or would the fuse just fizzle out when it reaches the end of the line?
Go ahead and plug it in.
And to find out, they'll need to light the powder remotely. And our bright sparks have just the thing.
It's a 20,000 volt NAND transformer. I know that the electrical resistance of air is roughly 10,000 volts per centimeter, which means I only need to get the two ends of this transformer within 2 centimeters of each other for that arc to travel across them. And it is the most ideal thing for like the gunpowder. Perfect.
Next, with Adam and Jamie displaying all the characteristics of kids who know the ice cream man is coming,
Yet another thing to not try at home.
fill the keg with powder and lay down your road to explode.
As soon as the line gets here, shaboom! At least in theory.
It's a theory they can't wait to put into practice. Plus, there's a breeze and a danger the black powder will soon be blowing in the wind.
All right, let's do this thing.
So it's double time down to the bunker.
So I'm going to count it down. Tell me when you're set.
I am totally set now.
Okay, going in 3, 2, 1.
There it goes.
Look at it go.
The trail is ablaze, and just like in the movies, it races towards its destination.
Come on, everybody, don't burn out. Go, 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 go.
A barrel full of Big Boom.
Oh man.
You okay?
Yeah. My eyes are just getting a little heavy.
Gunpowder reaches a keg full of gunpowder. Exactly what you think. It's going to blow up, and that's what it did.
But I am making so much progress.
Each one of these expand a little bit.
And look at all the burn
Yeah,
stripes on the inside.
exactly. It's quite clear what it did, but it blew out both ends. It blew out the weakest part. If you watch the show at all, you know that I like to live my life halfway like an action movie hero and halfway like a cartoon character. And this explosion satisfied both of those halves of my personality. I proclaim it my favorite ever Mythbusters explosion.
So we're gonna go like here.
All right, let's go down.
1 second, let me change the episode.
You can light a line of black powder, and yet still someone can out.
Take cover. On this episode of Mythbusters, Jamie and Adam get all steamed up. As they test if an ordinary water heater has the extraordinary ability to fly right.
Damn, this is the water heater episode? Fuck yeah.
And our rebel trio try on some riveting all-American legends about blue jeans. Charging off with if you're dragged around by a horse, could your jeans catch fire?
Are you feeling heat in your pants? I mean,
Then there's the blood-curdling tale that shrinking your jeans by sitting in a bath could squeeze the life right out of you. Oh my God! Who are the Mythbusters? It's time to blow some stuff up. Adam Savage and Jamie Heineman.
That was fun.
Between them, more than 30 years of special effects experience.
This is the kind of thing I do on the weekend.
Joining them, Carrie Byron,
Come over here, you smell that?
Brent Imahara,
he's alive!
and Tori Belleci.
Starting to feel like a bad idea.
They don't just tell the hits, they put them to the test.
Cherry tree.
You found it?
I found
Yeah, hella saplings, bitch.
I will.
I bet you're wondering why I'm so plenty.
And a red cow.
And set a waypoint.
Have a plumbing myth.
Oh.
Picture an old house. In that house is an old
I'm gonna get on that mountain
hot water
first.
heater. It's neglected. It's beyond neglected. In fact, so badly it blows up. But it doesn't just blow up.
It's
No,
pretty
this
big
one
too.
goes up like a rocket shooting
Okay.
up through the roof of the house. Hundreds of feet into the air, landing 500 feet away. Fans are going nuts about this on the website and want us to test it out.
Sounds like fun to me. It gets me all steamed up just thinking about it.
This is a tale of explosive transformation. The water heater, an everyday appliance that sits quietly in homes and businesses everywhere, can apparently build up so much pressure it could turn into a rocket capable of launching
First, I think we should learn a little bit about what makes them tick, and specifically what would make them fail.
A little water heater 101.
Water heaters are fitted with two main safety devices, a thermostat and emergency cutoff switch to prevent the water from overheating, and a temperature and pressure relief valve to release excessive pressure. They also have hot and cold water inlets and a heating element inside. To find out what needs to happen to make good water heaters go bad, Jamie and Adam are conducting scale tests using small 6-gallon tanks.
Today, all the tests we're doing with small water heaters are about failure. We're going to set this thing up using instrumentation that monitors both temperature and pressure. Then we're going to make each component, each safety component of this water heater fail until we get the entire tank. Anyone have to go to the bathroom?
Improper installation or lack of regular maintenance can really cause the safety devices to fail. Jamie and Adam are just simplifying the process.
This is the thermostat and the emergency cutoff switch, which the water heater normally comes with. We've taken it off, so we've got no emergency shut-off.
Okay, let's turn on the heat for this minute.
I'm seated in the Mythbusters hot water heater explosion-proof safety bunker. At the command center, where a bank of instruments are informing us of every possible condition of that hot water heater. Actually, it's two instruments. I've got one on top which tells me the temperature inside of the water, and one that tells me of the pressure building up.
The TNT valve is now the only functioning safety device. So here's how it works. When heated inside a closed environment, water expands and causes an increase in pressure. If the temperature or pressure gets too high, the TNT valve opens.
So in theory, once this thing reaches the pressure that the pressure relief or the temperature relief valve activates that, we should just see it start to diffuse some water.
Yep.
From H2O headquarters, the guys wait and watch. So people don't get scalded, the recommended set temperature for water heaters is well below boiling point of 212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Look at how fast the temperature's rising, man.
Yeah. Won't take long.
When the water gets up to a dangerous 165 degrees, the TNT valve comes to the rescue.
Oh, there it goes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look, it's spewing. That's what it's supposed to do.
That's better. For their next test, they're really putting themselves in hot water.
What's next?
Well, next, I think we pull the TNT valve and we start the final failure analysis test, in which nobody approaches this bunker until we hear boom or all clear. And you might wonder exactly how that's going to happen in real life, and I'm going to play it out for you. A homeowner looks at his hot water heater and sees that there's this thing sticking out in a pipe that doesn't go anywhere. And he thinks, well, maybe that's from some old plumber. It's dripping water too, so I'll just catch it and stop it from dripping water. Happens all the time.
Removing the TNT valve could cause a serious explosion, so Jamie rigs up an external emergency release so they can defuse the system immediately.
Are we live?
We're live.
All right, let's get everyone in the safety zone.
The pressure slowly builds. Normally, a TNT valve is set to release at about 150 psi. Now, the sky's the limit.
This is excruciating.
Tell me about it. 400 psi.
250 degrees Fahrenheit.
Both the temperature and the psi are climbing steadily when all of a sudden...
Whoa! We just lost pressure. We lost half of our pressure around.
Something in the system is causing the pressure to drop rapidly.
We're at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. I think we're losing pressure somewhere we can't see, and we've just got to abort.
All right, well, pull the valve. That's what it's for.
All right, let's do it.
Jamie triggers his emergency release. When water that's been heated beyond boiling point hits air, it turns instantly into vapor. Great for opening those pores.
Okay, that is indicating it's fully depressured.
Having seen the kind of intense stress they're up against, the guys decide to move out of M5 to somewhere safer.
The PSI gauge just failed. Don't know why, but the main thing is neither Jamie or I feel comfortable doing the test here in the bunker anymore. After watching the amount of steam that came out,
knowing how much pressure it takes to make a tank blow, I just want to be far away from this.
Yeah.
The pent-up fury inside this tiny tank has got the guys running for cover.
We need more room for
Let's
sure.
pack up and move it out.
Okay.
Okay, guys, the next one is as American as baseball and apple pie. It's myths about blue jeans.
Ah, blue jean myths. That'll be cool.
Okay, that reminds me of one of my favorite jokes. You ready? How can you tell the sex of a chromosome?
How?
You pull down its jeans. Get a chromosome?
I get it.
Since their creation during the rough and tumble days of the American Wild West, no one item of clothing has meant so much to so many. Practical, synonymous with rebellion, sexy, and cool, it's no wonder legends about jeans are bursting at the seams.
What's the first myth?
A cowboy falls off his horse and gets dragged by it, and the friction that's created actually causes the jeans to catch on fire.
Okay, that has Tori written all over it.
Why does it have me written all over it?
Yeehaw! To get this tale off and running, and to get the chance to talk out this, the team hightails it over to the Groundy Ranch in Red Bluff, California. With Carrie having injured her leg and Grant in charge of gathering data, it's all up to Tori.
Well, this should be easy enough. We get a horse, we drag you behind it, and we see if your jeans catch on fire.
This should be fun.
Tori is going to be playing cowboy, so he gets himself kitted up in full body padding. While Carrie and Grant chat with renowned stockman John.
So how do you get yourself in trouble? I mean, does your foot get caught in the stirrup? Does it get caught in the reins? I mean, how do you get dragged?
The common thing is being caught in the stirrup, and in the old days, being caught in the rope. And the rope would hang on to you long enough, or it would actually close in on you while it was wrapped around the saddle,
Fortunate.
and then just drag you off.
With John being a former rodeo rider, Grant asks the burning question.
John, have your jeans ever caught fire?
Not, I could have really gone with a good one there.
Go whatever you want.
Well, I was going to tell a story one time, but, you know, my pants have been on fire, but not on fire.
Seems like John's not one to tell tales. But someone else on the ranch sure is.
Okay, so the ranch actually has a psychic horse. This is Pistol, and Pistol is going to be able to tell me to predict what's going to happen today. Is this a dangerous thing for us to do? I knew it. I knew it. Are the jeans going to catch fire? Yes? No? Not sure. Okay.
But Pistol's reckoning things could go either way. So to find out for sure, let's get this myth saddled up.
Tori's weight represents a downward force that's pushing the jeans onto the ground. And as the horse drags them along, the friction there is going to build up and hopefully cause the jeans to...
Right now, almost at 19,000. Dirt.
He'll be towed behind Pistol with a 25-foot-long rope. But John doesn't horse around about the risk.
Babe.
No, you're not really.
Yeah, sorry, I was getting your number now.
You hear that?
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude.
So just an extra 3,000 in this, you know, in the time sense.
You're welcome, because you need all the help you can get.
Faced with the bottom line, Tori's starting to feel all alone on the wide open plain.
In the shop, they're like, oh, you're going to get dragged behind a horse. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds fun. But then you get out here and you go,
Oops.
God, this seems like a really stupid idea. And I'm starting to get that feeling more than that sounds like it's going to be fun.
The fans want to get the down low on this classic spaghetti western scenario. If you're dragged along the ground by an out-of-control horse, can the friction cause your jeans to catch fire? Tori is trying this Saturday matinee myth for real, but he's finding out it's a potential minefield.
I'm looking around, and I'm seeing rocks, and Now seeing horse dung, not only is it going to hurt, it's going to be very, very unpleasant.
Ooh, this is sure going to be entertaining. So how do they plan to drag his derriere through the dirt?
Pistol looks like he's all ready to go. We've got 20 feet of rope that we've got our cowgirl holding on to. He's going to ramp up his speed and ride directly that direction.
All right, well, you know what I'm probably going to do? I'm probably going to hold on to the rope, start off on my stomach. And then as I'm going, I'll try to flip over to my back so that way I can get as much friction on the back of the pants as possible.
To reduce the hazards, Tori is decked out in top-to-bottom with a padded safety suit underneath.
Fashion police. Top 10 cardinal rules. Denim on denim. No.
And paramedics are on site. Expert cowgirl Neela will be riding Pistol, the psychic horse.
Oh, this rope's a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be.
I've never seen a village in a cherry blossom forest, have you?
I think so.
You have?
I don't think so, I said.
Before the run, 103.5.
Ugh.
How hot they are after it. And I'll just be carrying this just in case.
Stretched out 25
Yeah, holy shit, dude.
legs, Tori should be out of kicking range.
What?
Giddy up.
Oh, your blocks.
That's the seed.
As Tori is
If you can see that.
he realizes that being a movie stuntman is not as glamorous as he once thought.
Oh, hit a patch of dung there.
I was just trying to hold on to the rope. I was hoping this would stop me.
Popping out at 20 miles an hour.
But they don't even generate a puff of smoke.
Okay, flip over, flip over. Okay, got it.
Oh, great. Can we do that again?
116 and a half.
Post-run,
Do you think
Tori's
24 is enough?
posterior temperature
For what?
is increased by 13 degrees.
Do you feel
The saplings.
Oh.
Yeah,
How much?
definitely the friction did add
24.
some heat, but
Are you getting the... Are you mining the trees or just hitting the leaves?
And to try and increase
I'm mining the trees.
ramp up the speed.
I had to get some more, but... I can get my own. I'll teleport to you.
No, I don't mind.
Varmint out of town, Pistol.
I just want to look for terracotta.
At a quicker pace,
They're going way faster this time.
Tori and the dung are really flying.
Oh my god, they're topping at 30.
I sure hope he doesn't have a date tonight.
this time moving a little bit faster. A lot faster, I felt like. I felt like I was bouncing around a lot.
Oh, holy shit, dude.
When his gluteus maximus finally grinds to a halt, our vigilant fanny assessor rushes in.
It's 145 and a half degrees.
Whoa.
An increase of 34 degrees.
Still didn't catch on fire. And that's kind of what I figured. I figured the jeans were just going to tear away before they caught on fire.
Tori could sell his distressed denim for a fortune, but fire from friction was fiction.
Tori did experience an increase in temperature of his clothing, but he did not burst in the flame. Both the jacket and the jeans are safe for now.
But this myth isn't done and dusted yet. Team
Fuck me.
has some final tests to rustle up.
Explosion danger lurks in thousands of typical hot water heater installations because the great majority have either improper protection or no protection at all.
Is the tale of the water heater rocket really true, or just over-the-top scare tactics? To find out, Jamie and Adam have arrived at the wide-open spaces of Alameda Naval Base.
So the very first thing we're going to do is make this bunker into a safe haven for all the people on the crew to be able to monitor the blast. And the second thing we're going to do is make a blast for all the people to monitor. We're going to blow up that little thing once and for all.
To attain liftoff, they're not adding explosives of any kind, just plain and simple heat and pressure.
It may help you to think about this in terms of just a pure release of energy. All we're doing is putting energy into the water heater in the form of electricity converted to heat.
We're not letting that energy out in any way. Now, the difference between a rocket and a bomb releases all of its energy in every direction at once, and a rocket releases all of its energy over a little bit longer period of time in one single direction. And that's what we're looking for here.
The same as their scale tests, they're using a 6-gallon tank. And to recreate real-life circumstances of shoddy installation and neglect, have made a few adjustments.
The electronic cutoff switches and thermostats, gone. The temperature and pressure valve, gone.
The power from a remote generator is switched on.
Okay, Adam, we're live. We're hooked up. We're running about 25 amps. So everybody be on alert. Over.
And our little heater has his moment in the sun.
Well, as far as I can tell, everything's good to go.
I hope we get it to blow this time.
Yep.
I'm tired of watching the heater not do anything.
Third time's a charm.
In a healthy appliance, the cutoff switch would activate before boiling point, and the pressure release valve at 150 psi. But our patient is sick, and his temperature's rising rapidly.
All right, so we're at 7 minutes, almost 40 psi and 250 degrees Fahrenheit.
270 degrees, 53 psi. Okay, we're at 20 minutes, 370 degrees, and 190 psi.
Suddenly, his fever breaks.
That's a failure, but that's not an explosion. It was pretty spectacular. This thing bathed in a cloud of hot, scalding steam and 300, 400 degree water. It's ludicrously dangerous.
6 gallons of water turned into 9,600 gallons of fissure vapor. But even with all that force, the tank didn't go for a ride.
The small tank's probably made with the same gauge of metal as a medium-sized or large-sized tank, which means it's going to be exponentially stronger because there's less surface area for the pressure to act against.
Let's get a bigger heater out here. Try this again.
Okay, let's do it.
A bigger tank may give the guys the heave-ho they need.
All right, death by shrinkage. This is the one where the woman puts on a very tight pair of jeans and sits in a bathtub for 6 hours.
Yeah, I've heard that's how you get the perfect fit.
However, they end up killing her.
Oh, maybe not the perfect fit.
This myth is a fan-side denim demand. A woman trying to get her jeans to fit just right sat in a hot bath for 6 hours. The heat caused her jeans to shrink and legs to swell, and the pressure cut off her blood circulation. Then it was curtains. To find out how this death by denim scenario might be possible, Carrie has an appointment.
Once again, we have another one of those myths where the worst case scenario.
Oh, you still at the Cherry Blossom?
So before we put any of our hosts into any sort of mortal danger, I've come down to St. Luke's Hospital to talk to the head of cardiology.
Dr. Edward Kirsch, MD, explains why constriction on the legs can be harmful to your health.
So,
are you waiting on me?
No, I'm here.
Say that it is possible.
Really?
Do you want some saplings?
Tight jeans, but there is the possibility of doing yourself some damage.
Sure, yeah.
There are 2 types of circulation.
I have 46.
Ooh. One is the arterial circulation.
I can give you some.
High pressure
I'm looking for some wood too for my house. But yeah, I'll take your saplings.
That's a low pressure.
No,
2
yeah.
stacks and 10.
Keep your wood. Just take some saplings.
Could travel back up and hit your lungs.
I'm just looking for a little layer of it, so.
Exactly. DVT, and it can be.
I'll have right click to half it.
Well, now that I've talked to you, I'm starting to feel like this is more
Okay, there you go.
I did.
Thank you.
It doesn't have it.
Alarming information. It's back to M7 to recreate
Llama.
this potentially fatal bath time scene.
I'm ready.
Do you have any saddles with you?
Their first
No.
task is to make a realistic pair
Damn it,
of
no.
human legs. Jim Morrison, eat your heart out.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Tori begins plastering Grant's shapely gams so he can make a mold.
We gotta hurry up and get you on that float. What I
I'm
need
gonna
to do
try to
is
find
make
some terracotta.
legs. We're gonna fill it with a material that's similar to
Do you even know where to look? Because I
the
don't.
veins in there, so that way we can see if those
Nope.
veins do start
I just been heading east.
Just look it up, babe.
About those giants, yeah.
When the plaster hardens,
And if you type /seed, that's the seed, so you can look it up.
with a blood pumping system.
Now it starts out with an aquarium pump with this vessel, and it will be filled with actual blood. Blood's going to be pumped through this tube to valve number 1, which regulates the pressure. Now this goes into the tube that would lead to the leg, which is inside the tub. Genes are constricting. Finally, comes out here.
Meanwhile, Tori inserts surgical tubing that will act as the low-pressure veins in each limb. He places them 2 inches below the surface. just
In
like
the
human body.
Badland biome.
Then he fills up the hollows with Permagel.
We're actually going to focus on the thing that is most likely to constrict
Desert.
or cut off the blood flow, and that is the vein, which brings back the blood to the heart and is a lot weaker than the arteries, which carry the blood flow from the heart. Don't block the blood flow. Don't do it.
Now to dress Grant's legs in a pair of new, shrinkable jeans.
There's no way of doing this without it looking creepy. I know.
Next, they place the legs into the tub and attach them to the valves. Then Carrie and Grant fill up the reservoir for the veins with pig's blood.
Grant is like Dr. Frankenstein. He's a genius. A demented genius.
Grant checks the flow to make sure it's running through the veins at the normal human rate of about a liter a minute.
All right, 475 milliliters. So this, from now on, is going to be our level of regular flow. If there's any deviation from this, then we'll know that the genes are causing constriction and possibly potential death.
So I guess this would be a good time to explain, why do genes shrink?
Yeah, shrinkage is all about chemical bonding. Your genes are composed of cotton fibers, and cotton fibers are composed of molecules. The molecules join together to form long chains called polymers. Now, the polymers themselves are quite strong, but the forces that hold them next to each other, they're much weaker hydrogen bonds.
That's right. And when your genes are first made, the cotton fibers are spun and stretched out on a loom.
I still have the cherrywood.
To put on those hydrogen bonds,
Yeah.
and many of them break. But new ones are formed in their place,
Why?
keeping the cotton fibers in
I
that
need a little
sequence
bit
out
more
of
wood.
state.
And the thing is, the genes want to return to their natural
It says it should be by the sand. How can I tell the...
energy to break the hydrogen bonds.
And throwing your clothes in the washing machine.
How can I tell by the seed?
Detergent in the dryer, or even a hot
Type /seed.
And the result of broken hydrogen bonds is shrinkage.
In the team's shrinking genes,
And then you can take a picture and look it
the
up.
final step is to fill the tub with piping hot water.
I am definitely predicting that we are going to get some loss of flow in this experiment. I think it's entirely possible.
Time for a nice, relaxing bath for 6 hours, and possibly all eternity. Can an ordinary, everyday water heater become a rocket so powerful it can blast through a building? So far, Jamie and Adam have let off a lot of steam.
There we go.
Whoa! But couldn't send a small 6-gallon tank skywards. This time, they're using a 30-gallon tank and have a new strategy to add some extra thrust.
I'd like to fill this 80% full.
Okay.
So let's put 24 gallons.
I got
in
one
here.
extra
Find the
cherrywood,
relationship
so nice.
between water and steam for getting the maximum amount of pressure.
In daily life, a water heater is an appliance nobody normally takes any notice of. So to mimic one in serious neglect, Jamie and Adam disable its safety devices. Once again, it's time for launch and to man bunker boiling over.
By the time we're done with this, we'll actually know what we're doing.
At least one of our crew seems to think they'll get it this time. Never has a single water heater been covered from so many angles. Maybe all this attention will raise them from their D-list apparatus status.
Okay, now we're at 160 PSI. It's officially a no-go zone. Anything goes from here on in, so stay clear.
These pressure vessel ones
I found the
are really
jungle.
difficult because they involve tons and tons of waiting and waiting, and it's excruciating. It's really boring.
You want bamboo?
I got some.
After an excruciating 50-minute
Thank
wait,
you.
they achieve liftoff.
Wow! That was at about 350 psi.
Yeah, this would be the perfect staircase. I really wanted this to be the kitchen, but
Into the air so high, you could order a pizza while you're waiting for it to come back down.
Wow, no, it just came down. There it is. It came down like 40 seconds later. Oh my God.
This was a really serious explosion. I mean, even though this is just a water heater, you would be in danger of shrapnel hitting you. You could get severe burns from the steam. And not only that, the shock wave was really significant. I mean, the whole area was reverberating.
Adam's just seen the most beautiful thing we've ever filmed on the high speed.
dude, that might be too thick for what I'm trying to do.
Just water and pressure. Look up top. You can see the tank breaking through the casing. Oop, there it goes. Wow.
The boosters were separated.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, what we just saw isn't just about pressure, it's about steam and superheated water.
Right. I mean, everybody knows that at sea level, at atmospheric pressure, water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, but as the pressure increases, so does the boiling point. So, for example, at 350 psi, the boiling point is 438 degrees Fahrenheit.
And this all means that when that hot water heater fails and releases that superheater water, it instantaneously turns to steam.
Yeah, and that 30 gallons of superheated water, it goes to 30,000 gallons of steam in an instant.
Wow. No wonder it was so spectacular.
But there's one even more spectacular way for the guys to push this myth through the roof. Put the water heater into the house.
What?
Now we gotta build one. You ready?
That's crazy. Hey babe,
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a photo. I found this really cool cave.
Oh yeah?
I just want to show you what I'm seeing on this thingy.
Team Genius is trying to test the viewer-requested myth that if you try to shrink your jeans,
Yeah, I really don't know how I'm gonna do these fucking stairs.
constriction could kill you. Their test is all set up, so let's flow.
This is where we're at with the shrinking genes of death. We have our fake legs with our veins running through them, and the blood's running through the veins. We have the genes on the legs, and the legs are submerged in the hot.
What do you think that
Yeah.
is?
We're gonna leave them there.
Mine shaft.
Because if the genes are constricting and the blood
Hmm.
flow slows down, it could potentially kill you.
With unwashed, shrinkable jeans able
That's
to
cool
constrict
seeing a
up to
mine shaft
3
like that.
inches in hot water,
Yeah.
and the veins lying 2 inches beneath the surface of their legs, enough of a squeeze to slow the flow could be possible.
We got a bleeder.
Love you.
You know, our
Love you.
researchers found a lot of interesting facts about tight clothing. In New Zealand in 2006, a kid was trying to shrink his jeans by wearing them in the bathtub. And to get them even tighter, he laid out in the sun wearing them. They got so tight he couldn't get them off, and they had to rush him to the hospital.
Yeah, actually, the doctors were saying that he was in danger of losing his legs. If you cut off circulation too long, the muscles can die within a matter of hours. It's a very real, very serious condition.
Oh man.
Who knew tight clothes could be so dangerous? I think we should just go back to wearing fig leaves.
As the team continues to monitor their tub test, it seems to be bringing out the creature of the night in Carrie.
This myth is actually kind of beautiful to me. For some reason, I just think blood's really pretty, so this isn't grossing me out at all. It's just kind of a neat little blood fountain.
But after a full 6 hours of constantly monitoring their neat little blood fountain, there's barely any change in the rain.
I'm not like tired, but I'm like not able to keep playing Minecraft tired.
You want to hop off?
I might hear soon. I might just AFK.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, I'm kind of
we
feeling
did not
sick.
get any decrease in flow. And